How's it going, guys? Patrick here from Queen's Gambit, bringing you another 3-star Town Hall 9 raid. Let's get stuck right in. So this base, I don't know if it's a foreign base or has a particular name, it's certainly not a bad design. But what you notice is that there's a few features of a base which make it quite good for LaLoonianing. So for example, if you're going to do a LaLoon, you're probably going to want to take out the Archer Queen. But the Archer Queen is right next to an air defense, so you can kind of get a 2 for 1. You take down an Archer Queen, you take down an air defense, and that really helps in your air raid. The other one is that both the crossbows are set to ground. I wouldn't recommend setting both crossbows to ground, leaves you exposed for an air raid. And that's something that Clam exploits in this one. So, an interesting thing about this raid is that I attacked it first and I only got 1 star, which was pretty annoying. But what I did is I started on this side here, and to pull the clan castle, I chuck in a few hogs on that cannon, and the hogs bounce from a cannon and into the air defense. So at the same time as pulling a clan castle, I also take down an air defense, which is helpful in the LaLoonian. Clam, what he does is interesting because he does the same thing. He puts the hogs by the gold mine though instead of by the army camp, and it has a completely different effect. So the hogs bounce from a cannon and up to a mortar, and they don't end up taking out the air defense. So I thought it was interesting because it shows like little tiny details in the raids, like putting the hogs down that way instead of about an inch up there, can make a big difference. Even though he doesn't get the air defense, he obviously does better than me and pulls off a 3 stars, but it would have been nice to take it down. So here we go, here come the hogs. I think he uses 6 in total, 5 or 6. Drops a heal to keep him up through it, starts to pull a clan castle. Only a couple split off to air defense, so he ends up taking a mortar down instead. Gets the archer tower as well. So it's a clan castle pulled, and he's going to sort of move him over to a west and drop a kamikaze loon. This is interesting what you see here. Now, all this trash on the west, on the east I should be saying, all this trash on the east side, which you'd usually use an archer to anchor, it's all covered by defences, so it's covered by the archer tower or the cannon or the archer tower down here. But what he does is he exploits the fact that the cannon can't hit air targets. And so he drops a minion, which is well within the range of a cannon, but because it's a ground unit, it's not going to ever hit the minion. And it's just a good way to pull all the clan castle troops to where you want them. Just a little trick to have in your back pocket, really. So he does the usual thing, he's bunching up the troops. Life would be so much easier if they were all archers, but wizards run slower than archers, so he's got to waste a few troops to get them all together. So we're pretty much all bunched up, and here he goes, dropping a loon. Now, one lesson from when you're doing these kamikaze suicide loon attacks is that a level 6 wizard, like these ones here, they won't die from a loon crashing on top of them. They'll have a tiny little infinitesimal bit of health left. And so Clam does the right thing by following up with a few minions. The minions should just hit the wizards and take out their last bit of health. It doesn't quite work for all the wizards, because the wizards shoot first. So he ends up dropping another balloon, another couple of minions. But even though it's a few more troops, he gets the job done. So that is that, guys. The next stage is once you dealt with a clan castle, you want to kill an archer queen and hopefully on the way take out the air defense. So poor Clam, there's a few things go wrong in this raid, even though he pulls it off, does a much better job than I do. So you see he's dropped a jump spell, so that old Barbar can come in and take out the queen, but the Barbarian King is walking around outside smashing the trash. So he's quite lucky in that the queen jumps outside the wall and ends up being exposed to the Barbarian King. Clam's queen, she comes in, takes up air defense, and here he is up here, missed a bit of that, drops his first lava hound, follows it by balloons and rage, second lava hound on the northwest, and rages him into the centre. So this is great, you see he's got a lot of power in his attack. I think the second lava hound's still up, still tanking damage, soaks up all those defences nicely, or his mines. And he's got plenty of loons to finish the job. Now, as I said, there's still an air defense down there, which kind of comes out and haunts him. I mean, without that air defense, he'd have a million loons left over for a cleanup. But the air defense gradually takes him down. But you see, I mean, the cleanup's still looking good. He's got wizards around outside, a bit of barch. He's also dropped minions around the north-west side. Got a few lava pups, and also he's got a high-level queen. Clam's done a fantastic job upgrading his heroes. He's way quicker than I am, and it really helps the raids like this. See a queen comes in, smashes the air defense, so it doesn't become an issue for the lava pups. And bang, here it is, a 3-star LaLoonian. So Clem did a really nice job. Even though things went wrong, he had a solid strategy, really good upgraded heroes, and pulled it off at the end of the day. So the steps you kind of want to do is, number one, you want to pull the clan castle, and if you can, try and take down any defense in the way. Number two, you kill the clan castle. He used a kamikaze loon method to do that. Number three, take out the archer queen. You saw that Clam used a jump spell, used his king, a golem as well to tank the damage, and he took out any air defense in the way. So once that was done, pretty much the south of the base was crippled, and he just launches his main attack for LaLoonian from the north, and it's pretty much a done deal there. So that's a little bit on LaLoonian. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you want to keep getting updates on all our attacks and keep learning a bit more, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hopefully see you next time. Thanks.